What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. It means a lot. I don't just say that. I did a little something different on this one. For those of you that follow me, in the comment section, I left my Cash App. Let me explain why I'm doing that on this one. I normally don't do that. I've never done it before. Because this video here, I believe, is going to help somebody and something that they are going through right now. Sometimes we just make videos, we just make content. It's something you can use, evergreen, something you can use all the time later on in the future. It's always relevant. This one right here, I believe that somebody, maybe a few people that's watching, is going to be able to extract information that they're able to apply to their life and make some decisions right now. If that applies to you after watching this video, all I'm asking, if you choose to, I'm not begging for money. I buy tacos from the taco truck. They're $3 for a chicken taco with green salsa and cheese. Just send me a $3 Cash App. That's all I'm asking. If you watch this and you just agreeing and you support me. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about if you can take this information. Okay. And one of the books that I read that I was actually listening to when I was traveling this past weekend is the 48 Laws of Power. And pretty much the concept of the entire book, all 48 laws, is based around this principle right here in so many words. Once you realize someone is a threat to you, to your position, to your influence, and here's what I want to focus on, to your peace, you must treat it as war. And I know those words sound very stern, very tough, but that's the premise of the 48 laws of power. Once you realize that someone is a threat to you, your position, your influence, your peace, you have to treat it as war. And I want to talk about law number 15 as it relates, and I'm going to try to connect it to dealing with people in your life who are toxic. Law number 15 states, crush your enemy totally. Crush your enemy totally is law number 15. So let's determine what's an enemy. Remember now, an enemy has to be anything that comes against you, your position, your influence, and your peace. Anything that affects your peace is an enemy. You have to see it that way. Okay? If you have people in your life that you just, and I feel like I may sneeze, so forgive me if I do. If you have people in your life that you just disagree with, but they're not necessarily toxic, I'm not just talking about a disagreement. A disagreement is something that can be done in a moment. We're all out to eat. We said we were going to split the bill 3 ways. We're trying to figure out who had the extra drink, who ordered the extra hot wings, who wanted the Red Bull, who paying for what. We haven't come to a conclusion as to what the bill's supposed to be. We have a disagreement. Ultimately, hopefully, as adults, we solve that disagreement and we move on. That's just a disagreement. But a toxic pattern is different than a disagreement. A toxic pattern is something that you have and you see in your life coming from somebody else that is a pattern of them being toxic. Once you see that, you must eliminate that person from your life. And I'm not talking about pow, nothing like that. I'm talking about you have to crush them out of your life totally. Here's what you have to do. Somebody had emailed me a couple of weeks ago and said they kept going back to their ex-boyfriend and they couldn't figure out why. And of course, after asking a couple of questions, they failed to do what I'm about to tell you right here. Number one, you have to cut off every access point that that person has to you and that you have to that person. If they can reach you, if that toxic person can reach you, once you have said we're going our separate ways, be it a lover, boyfriend, a work companion, whatever, if that person can still reach you, then they can still affect you. Here's what I'm telling you, especially you ladies. This is what I'm telling you. You must block them from everything. You must remove them completely from your space. This is war. What do you mean, Professor X? Block them on your phone. Block them on your text messages, which I know it's your every angle on your phone. They block them from calling you. Block them from being able to text you. Block them from social media. Block them from email. Block and remove. You must remove them from your space. Don't just unfollow them off of social media. Don't just unfollow them off of Facebook. Don't just unfollow them off of YouTube. Block and remove from every source access point of contact. If I have seen women fail in any area, they fail in that area. They do not want to block completely. They don't want to crush their enemy, so to speak, totally. They want to leave a door open. They're going to justify it, but they leave a door open so that they have access to that person or that person has access to them. So this individual, she have blocked him on everything except for email. Well, in a moment of weakness, guess how she's going to reach out to him? Email. Crush, law number 15, crush your enemy totally. Then what you have to do when you're dealing with a toxic person, once you have eliminated them from your life, once you have blocked all of the access points that they have to get to you and you have to get to them, and let's just say you got a friend circle, but people know y'all, people know him or her, they know you, they all that, every people know about your situation. What you have to do, because toxic people like to play the victim. So what you have to do is you have to control the narrative. Toxic people will play the victim. They will spin and twist the story and make it seem like it's your fault. They're gonna make it seem like they the ones that you go through a divorce or something like that. They're gonna spin it and make it seem like it was your fault. They toxic. I don't know why she left me. I don't know why she had like that. Why Katie talked to you like that? I don't know why she talked to me like that. All I did was they lying. So what you want to do is you want to control the narrative. And to people that know y'all situation or know that y'all was friends or lovers or whatever, this is all you gotta say, because you're gonna keep it plain and simple, and you're gonna use the same line every time. That's all you're gonna tell them. We don't talk anymore. The relationship was not healthy for me. I moved on. That's it. Let them know. I don't want to hear anything they got going on in their life. If they dating somebody, if they get remarried, if they buy some halls, if they buy a farm, I don't care. Okay? We are not together anymore. We don't talk anymore. The situation was not healthy for me. I moved on. Use the same line every time. Control the narrative. Don't give no more detail than that right there. That way, because the more detail you give, the more you allow people in your business. You don't want to you don't want to be caught up in the drama and then going back and forth where he said, no, you don't want to do that. We're trying to get you to peace. And anything that threatens your position, influence, and peace, we have to treat as an enemy. And we want to crush our enemy. Gossip is an enemy. Gossip disrupts peace. Okay? Keep it simple. We don't talk anymore. The relationship wasn't good for me. You ain't got to say whose fault it was, the reason it was. I have moved on. You got that part. Last but not least, this is a big one. You have to kill what I'm going to call the emotional hook. Here's what happens, and you ladies will know what I'm talking about. The emotional hook will cause you to bypass your logic. So you'll be lonely at night. And let's just to show I'm just human, okay? We just keeping it real. You'll be lonely at night. Maybe you don't have no kids. Maybe the kids sleep. Maybe the kids with their daddy. Maybe the kids with Papa and Nana. You be watching Netflix about 9:30. And you got your little, your little, cause you still want to be cute, so your toes are done. You ain't with him no more, but you still, you got your little outfit on, little short, little skirt, little thing, little lingerie, little thing. I don't know the names of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Little spaghetti strap, got your little, short, little cleave, a little bit, but ain't nobody around. You good? Little butt stick out the back, little short skirt halfway down the thighs. You sitting there sipping some wine, watching Netflix, and then that kitty cat start meowing. Meow. What in the world? You start swatting down. Like, hush up. I ain't got nobody right now. You hush. You stop right now. Meow, meow. Stop purring. Yeah. Your emotion at the time will cause you to lose and forget your logic. And you'll forget why you left Jack in the first place. You'll forget how toxic he really was in the first place. And if you have not cut off all access points, guess what you're going to do? If you have not blocked him on every system that you have, guess what you're going to do in that moment of weakness and you emotional and nostalgia kicks in and you realize how he used to hold you when y'all watch Netflix. And when your kitty started purring, he just flipped you over and took you where you needed to be while you was watching Netflix. And if you haven't settled it in that moment, you have to kill the emotional hook. It will bypass logic. Your logic will tell you, girl, he'll slap you upside your face. Girl, he messed with your best friend. Girl, he didn't never want to work. Girl, he stole your money. Girl, he ran up your credit cards. Girl, he stayed with you for free. Your emotional side will hook the logic and hide it. And next thing you know, he back in your bed huffing and puffing, and you can't get rid of him. And you saying to the Lord, if you ever get me out of this situation again, I promise you I won't. Y'all been there. Totally crush. Remember that. You have to totally crush your enemies. If you do not close the door completely on toxic people, remember Professor X told you, and life will teach you, and then I'm going. If you do not close the door on toxic people, they will find their way back into your life. If this applies to you and you can use this information right now, send me $3 for a taco truck. I get a taco on the taco truck. Y'all got it? Hopefully this helps. Bye.